Yo, what's up, everybody? Matty Ice here with Profit Props. This is the sharp side. Get that straight. Got a couple games to go over today, a couple plays that I like. 3 NBA games tonight, tonight. Quite a bit of MLB plays. First one I want to get out, starting in 5 minutes, is Miami Moneyline. That's Miami Marlins against the San Francisco Giants. You can get -105 right now. So Miami money line's how I want to start the day off. And then sticking with baseball, starting in about 30 minutes, we've got Baltimore and Washington over 8.5 runs tonight. You can get this for about -120. Prefer the 8.5 to 9, even if you could lay a 9 even money. Me personally, I'm going to lay that 8.5 -120. Next, Minnesota Boston at 7:10 tonight. I'm going to take Chris Sale over 5.5 strikeouts. I laid a -120. I think -130 is about the price now. I still like it there. I think the probability of this is like 66, 67%. So it's still much larger than a -130. If you wanted to ask, well, why don't you use Kelly criteria and bet more than one unit? A couple things. I don't use Kelly because in sports betting it's harder to really quantify your edge. It's different. There's a difference between finding an edge and then solidly quantifying it. So that's why I'm just sticking with the one unit here, even though I do think there's a rather large edge in that game. If you're looking for something to maybe throw 2 units on, maybe that's the one. What else do I got? I got the Knicks, Cavs over 214 tonight. And I've got the Knicks +6. The Knicks won the last game outright. I know Julius Randle's dealing with a little bit of an ankle injury, but I think he plays through it. I don't think that the Knicks get another dub here tonight, but I think they keep it within about 5. Next game, this is going back to the MLB. I got Chris Bassett over 4.5 strikeouts. This is plus money at +123. My projection was about 5.2. So given that it was higher than the listed number and I was getting it for plus money, I like that play a lot. And then my last NBA play of the night, or I should say side, is going to be Clippers +8.5. It's another situation where they won the last game, and even though they may be dealing with, Paul George is out and et cetera, still think 8.5 is too many here. I do think Phoenix gets the dub, probably 6-point game, I think, is where I had this projected. So at 8.5, there's definitely an earn. In terms of what I bet earlier, again, you can follow me on BetStamp to get these as soon as I play them rather than waiting on the show. I had the Detroit-Cleveland game over 8.5, the early one that missed. There were 7 runs. We had Philly over 7.5. That's hit. It's live 7-4. We also have Philly money line. And then we had Lance Lynn under 6.5 Ks. It missed, and it's one of the more disgusting misses of my life because Lance Lynn got absolutely rocked in the third. Probably should have been pulled and was left in the game. So missed that one. Looking like a 2-2 start to today. So if you're not on BetStamp and you missed, we're basically going into this late slate even. So I'm going to run through everything again real quick. And then, I didn't give out the NBA props. I am sorry. Give me 1 second. The NBA props. I need to get these in the BetStamp. I remember the first one is Trae Young under 24.5 points. Really surprised with how he struggled against Boston. When was that game? On the 15th. That was 3 days ago. You could tell that Boston's priority was to slow his game down, and they did a pretty good job of it. So I'm going to take Trae under 24.5. I had him closer to about 22. We're going to take Julius Randle under 24.5. He has gone over this one time in 4 matchups against Cleveland this year, the one time having 36, so it was a really exceptional game. But with Brunson and Barrett playing, I think he's going to be just under this. And then last but not least, I think I have is RJ Barrett. Last on the Knicks is RJ Barrett under 16.5 points. If we go on to the Phoenix game, we're going to take Book under 28.5 points. And if it hasn't moved too far, yep, Chris Paul over 9.5 assists. And that's all for today. Fairly large card, focused mainly on the NBA. Although I am excited with the progress we're making in the MLB. More and more plays finding value on, and really feel like we should have been going 3-1 into this slate, but we did miss the Lance Lynn K's under, so I'll live with it. That's all for today. I'll be back tomorrow. I plan to make these shows a little longer. I've got, it's tax season, so everybody's crazy right now. But hopefully these shows will soon deliver more than just a quick snippet of the play and more in-depth on each. But that's all I have for tonight. Good luck, best of luck, and I'll be back tomorrow, y'all.